It's Ryan from the Centre for Healing here. Today I want to talk about two of the earliest addictions that we pick up as human beings. These addictions I like to call the two A's of approval and achievement. And I say addictions because I want you to think of them like a drug. I want you to think of them like we become addicted to drugs and we become dependent on drugs. And when that drug is withdrawn, we incessantly chase that drug. And it's very much the same for approval and achievement. So let's start talking about approval. When we're very young, attachment to our caregiver is everything. It means life and death. It's literally a survival mechanism in us to maintain our attachment. Whenever we feel like our attachment is threatened, we will start to alter our behavior in order to maintain that attachment. This is when we start to create ideas of being a good boy or a good girl. When we're told that we shouldn't be doing something, when we're punished for being our authentic self, when we're told we're being silly, and if we continue being silly that we're going to be left alone, when we're put in time out, when we're left to cry it out. There's many, many ways this can show up, but what it starts is this approval addiction where I start to value other people's opinions over myself. Approval becomes my drug, and as I grow up, I chase approval from other people constantly. Now, it starts off with the approval of our caregivers, most oftentimes our mum and our dad. But then it also starts to bleed out and it becomes our peers at school, our friends. It becomes our teachers. It becomes other members of the family. As we grow up, it becomes co-workers and bosses. It actually becomes everyone. You know, even a person that is serving us at the checkout at the supermarket, we actually seek their approval as well and make a witty joke or make sure we smile so they don't think ill of us. This addiction is so pervasive for us humans because when we have this addiction, we never feel okay. We never feel safe because when I'm around people, there's always a tension and I can't stop it, but I'm monitoring everybody else's reaction because I need to know whether they might not approve of me because that's a great fear, that drug being withdrawn. So when I'm around people, there's an underlying tension or an underlying anxiety. But then when I'm alone, I have no reference point from which to get my drug. There's no reference point that can give me or take away approval. So I feel the gnawing anxiety of loneliness when I'm alone. So whether I'm around people or I'm alone, there's a constant tension there which I never get a break from. That's the drug of approval. Because what happens then, my whole life is based around what other people think of me. Yeah. So what I think of myself, I don't hold any weight. You know, I couldn't give a rat's what my opinion of myself is because the opinion of other people is so much more important. We grow up becoming more fascinated with people and their opinion of us than just fascinated with being alive and the existence of being on this incredible planet. It robs us of life in its true expression. The other addiction is achievement, success. We're taught at a young age, we're trained or programmed at a young age, that when I'm doing things and when I'm productive and when I'm achieving means that I'll be successful, which means to us I'll be happy. We get rewarded for doing, we get rewarded for, did you make the football team? Are you captain of the football team? How did you play on the weekend? What grades did we get at school? It's VCE. What enter score do we need to get for you to have a career that you want because this will set up the rest of your life? What job have you got and how much money are you making? Are you going to get a promotion and make more money? When are you getting married? When are you getting a house? When are you getting kids? And all of these achievements get rewarded. We grow up and we start being an adult at like 18 and we go out into the big wide world and we kind of have this subconscious list in the back of our minds that we start checking off, which is this achievement that's been programmed and we think that it's going to make us happy. I can't tell you how many people I work with who are 28, 32, 35, and they've checked off all those boxes of achievement and they're depressed. They're not happy. It's like they're climbing the ladder only to realize that it was leaned up against the wrong building. And then the parents of these people say, I just wish my son or daughter was happy. It's, well, we train them to value achievement over just being. See, we never reward the child for just laying on the couch doing nothing. We never come and give them a hug and tell them we love them and give positive feedback when someone's doing nothing. It's only when we're doing something. And then we grow up and we're an adult and we can't relax. We can't do nothing. As soon as we sit down and do nothing, that tension starts to rise. And I'm like, I need to clean the house. I need to wash the car. I need to go to the gym. I need to see that person. I need to do overtime at work. Whatever it is, we can never stop. We're on a hamster wheel of anxiety and stress because we were trained that just being and doing nothing was okay. These two addictions of approval and achievement rob us of experiencing life to its fullest. The good news about this and any other addiction, be it drugs, alcohol, gambling, shopping, sex, food, work, or approval or achievement, is that we can break them. When we break them, we can be free.